Hi guys, in this video tutorial I'm going to quickly talk about the search result settings options under the general settings tab in the new responsive framework. So I can get there in the admin under the left hand side under the general setup tab, and we're going to be talking about this overview page here and specifically the search result setting options in the middle. Now obviously hopefully it should be self-explanatory, but I just want to kind of touch on a few of the options just so you know what they do. Firstly, we've got this display, and it says 10 at the moment items per page. Now what this refers to is the number of results that are displayed on the search results page. Now I'm looking at the home page of the directory theme, however the options are the same for all of the Premium Press themes. So all of these settings options here will be displayed regardless of what theme you're using. Now I'm specifically talking about the search results page, so not the home page. So this page in front of me at the moment is the home page of the directory theme. And the home page options can be set up slightly different depending upon obviously the objects that you've got displayed on the home page. So when we're talking about the search results page and the search results settings, we're talking about the actual results that returns when you click on the categories or using the advanced search or basic search options. So in front of me, as you can see, we've got the search results, and we've got 9 results found. So what we're going to be using this option here is to display how many items are going to be returned per page. So at the moment we only have 9 results anyway in the whole system. So if I limit this to say 4, click on Save Changes, what we expect to see now is 4 results. If I scroll down, we've got 1, 2, 3, and we have 4. And as you can see now, we have the page options and the page navigations at the bottom. If I change this to 10 again, Save Changes, refresh the results, as you can see now I have 10 results per page, and since there's only 9 results, there's only going to be 1 page. So that's the basic setup options here. That's the display. So that's how many items you want to be displayed within the actual search results. Okay, the next option we have is display order. Now this is obviously the order you wish them to be displayed in. So we have things like the date, the author, the post title, the date they were added, so obviously the new ones could be at the top, etc. And obviously the WordPress post ID, so if you want to order by the WordPress post ID. We do, however, have some additional options at the bottom. We have this thing called featured listings, and if you're using some of the pricing options in some of the things, we have price as well. So if you're using the shopper press theme or the shopping cart theme, we have a price highest to low, and the featured options are available throughout all the themes. Now, a quick word about the two at the bottom. If you order by a custom field within WordPress, any of the listings you have on your website that don't have that custom field will be excluded from your search results. So let me have a quick demonstration. If you go to, if we order first by featured, so if I display my order, featured at the top, the warning will come up here again, which I'm just explaining to you. Click Save Changes. Now if I refresh the results, you see we've still got 9 results. If I go ahead and click on example 9, and I edit this listing, if I remove the custom field features from this listing, so as you can see we've got featured in the custom field options, if I delete this field, okay, and save the results, which means that there's no custom field featured on this actual listing anymore. Okay, if I go ahead and refresh my results again, as you can see there's only 8 listings now, even though a minute ago there were 9. And that's because we're ordering by featured, which means that all results that return must have a custom field called featured. And it's the same for price. If we order by a price, then we would expect all of the listings that were going to be displayed to at least have a price field. It doesn't necessarily have to be on or off, it just has to be visible within the actual listing custom field options. So if I go ahead and re-add that field, so if I go ahead and create a new field, I'll give it again featured, which is what we're ordering by. And it doesn't matter what I said to, but I'll just set it to yes for the demonstration purposes. Click on update. Okay, refresh my results. As you can see now, because it's now been added back to the listing, the results are there. And because I've set the feature to yes, obviously we've got the additional options, the nice display text and options. So that's a kind of quick overview of the display order. So the first initial ones can be ordered by system fields, so it doesn't matter if any of the listings actually have the content available, it'll order them anyway. But if you order by a custom field, then WordPress requires that the listing at least has that custom field assigned to the listing. Okay, so we've got the next one down, which is display view. So we've got grid options and list options, and those should be fairly explanatory. We've got if you order by a grid, so have a look, search results, give it a refresh. As you can see now the items are laid out in a nice grid view. And if I change the order options to list, there we go, save and refresh, we get the list view again. Now if you want to remove the list options at the moment, the switchable options here, okay, you can set the option to list only and hide the others. And if by doing that, save changes, what we're basically doing is removing the options for the user to select the grid view. So as you can see now, the option here has just been set to 1. So that's what that option does. Okay, underneath that we have this hide expired, and there's a warning element there as well, and that's kind of to explain that if you have results that have expired listings, then obviously those will be excluded from your search results. So let me have a, if I turn this on, okay, scroll down, save changes, give it a refresh, you can see we have 0 matching results, and that's because all of our demo listings do not have an expiry date. So obviously they've been excluded from those search results. So if I go back to my admin to edit the listings, okay, example 9 for example, as you can see now the expiry date, if I scroll down into the custom fields, the listing expiry date is blank. And that's the reason why there's no fields, there's no listings displayed. It's because we were hiding all of the expired fields. So if I turn that off, save changes, go back to my website, give it a refresh, as you can see now all of the fields come back again. So be careful when you're using this option. It's quite a powerful option. It allows you to obviously remove all of the listings from display that will obviously have an invalid expiry date. Either they have expired or they don't have an expiry date. So it allows the listings to be used and displayed for search engine purposes, so the listing is still there, it's just excluded from obviously the search results. If you notice though, on the home page the listings are still there, and that's because the listing options for your home page are not applied when they're using the search tools. So this option here, search result settings, applies specifically for the search result settings. Okay, so if we go back to the category display, we've got category display options here. We can turn that on and off. So if I click on that, that's on. If I go back to the home page and just have a look at any of the category, business category. Okay, so as you can see, there's no category description at the top. If I wanted to add one, I could go to the admin under my listing manager, categories, business, and here we've got a description box. So I could go ahead and add any content. So I'll just copy and paste this in here a few times. Okay, scroll down, update. Okay, give it a refresh. And as you can see now, the text that I've added as the category description has been displayed in this box here. Okay, so that's what the category display option does. Go back to my admin again, general setup. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Subcategories, so if I turn that one on this time, save changes, give it a refresh. Any of the subcategories I have for this parent category would be displayed at the top. So as you can see, if I go to the home page, I've got business, and then obviously some of the subcategories for business are affiliate programs, auctions, blogging, etc. And those are all set up again under the listing manager categories. And as you can see now, these are the subcategories I have, and those are the ones that are displayed. Okay, so general setup. Okay, so if I turn that off and star rating, I turn star rating on, click save changes. Now star rating is the equivalent to the old GD star rating system that we used to have. It became quite unuser friendly for a lot of people, couldn't figure it out, and it also wasn't very good for SEO. So we've removed it and added a basic one integrated into the actual framework instead. So as you can see now, by turning it on, I've enabled this stars option here to be displayed. So if I wanted that off, as again, you just turn it off and click on save changes, give it a refresh, and obviously all the stars have gone as well. So that's where the star rating option is also within the actual Press responsive framework.